Tucked away on a quiet street in Montmartre, behind an unmarked black door with no sign, sits one of Paris's most secretive luxury hotels. Maison Souquet doesn't advertise its presence, it doesn't need to. Inspired by the Belle Epic bordellos that once lined these same streets, it's built its reputation entirely on atmosphere, secrecy, and old-world Parisian romance. Deep red velvet gilded mirrors, low lighting, and a hidden spa tucked in what was once the building's cellar. It's exactly the kind of hotel that ends up on every most romantic hotels in Paris list going. Today, we're auditing it properly, the way we audit every hotel on this channel, not by what it claims but by what we can actually verify. Welcome to Explore and Discover, your world's one-stop hub for reliable, accessible luxury travel. It's worth understanding the neighborhood this hotel sits in, because Montmartre is as much a part of the experience here as the building itself. This is Paris's old hilltop artists' quarter, home to the Sacré-Cœur Basilica, narrow cobbled streets, and a history tangled up with painters, cabarets, and the Moulin Rouge just down the hill. It's one of the most atmospheric parts of the city, and also, honestly, one of the most physically demanding, built on a genuine hill, with steep gradients, cobblestones, and staircases connecting different levels of the neighborhood that even able-bodied visitors find tiring. That matters enormously for this audit, because a hotel's own accessibility doesn't exist in isolation from the streets around it, and Montmartre's terrain is a real factor before you've even reached the hotel's front door. Getting there is its own consideration too. Most visitors arrive into Paris through Charles de Gaulle or Orly Airport, both of which have well-documented accessibility infrastructure and assistance services, considerably more established than a lot of destinations we cover on this channel. From central Paris, Montmartre itself is typically reached by taxi or private transfer, since the area's steep streets and the hotel's unassuming unmarked entrance make it a genuinely difficult spot to navigate to on public transport with mobility equipment. We'd recommend arranging a private transfer directly to the hotel's door, rather than attempting the metro in a walk uphill, given what we've just described about the surrounding streets. Let's start with what the hotel itself publishes. We went through Maison Souquet's own website in detail, room by room, page by page. There is no dedicated accessibility page. There is no mention of adapted or accessible rooms anywhere on its own rooms page. For a hotel operating at this level of luxury, in a major European capital, that silence is itself a data point, and an increasingly familiar one on this channel. It doesn't necessarily mean nothing exists, but it means the hotel hasn't told you directly, which is exactly the distinction we always draw the line on. What we did find comes entirely from third parties. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the luxury boutique hotel review platform, reports that the hotel's Liane de Pougy Junior Suite is wheelchair adapted with a roll-in shower, and that the hotel's common areas and pool are described as accessible. Separately, listings on Trip 101 and Priceline also tag the property generally as wheelchair accessible, though without the same level of room-specific detail. None of this is hotel confirmed, all of it is reported. We want to be completely upfront about that distinction, because a specific, named suite with a roll-in shower, reported by a credible boutique hotel platform, is meaningfully more useful than a generic accessibility tag on a booking listing, but neither one is the same as the hotel telling you directly, in its own words, what it offers. And that's exactly what we tried to get. We emailed Maison Souquet directly, asking specifically about wheelchair-accessible rooms, doorway widths and shower configuration, step-free access from the entrance through to the rooms, lounge, spa, and pool, and accessible parking nearby. We didn't hear back. On the day of this audit, we called the hotel's listed number twice, to try to get a verbal confirmation instead. Neither call connected. We want to tell you that plainly rather than quietly drop the accessibility questions and move on as though everything's fine, because it isn't. This is a hotel that, as far as we can establish today, has not confirmed its own accessibility information anywhere to us or as far as we can find publicly. It's worth touching on the hotel's dining and spa side too, since it's such a central part of what Maison Souquet sells itself on. The hotel operates an intimate on-site restaurant alongside its hidden cellar spa, both designed around the same low-lit, velvet-heavy atmosphere as the rooms above. Neither the restaurant nor the spa has any published accessibility detail, step-free access, doorway widths, treatment room layout, which is consistent with the wider silence we found across the rest of the site. Given how central that cellar spa is to the hotel's identity, and given that cellars by their nature often involve stairs rather than lifts, This is one of the more important direct questions to ask before booking if the spa matters to your stay. So here's where that leaves us honestly. If the Liane de Pougy Junior Suite and its roll-in shower are exactly as described, this could be a genuinely workable option for a wheelchair user drawn to Montmartre's romantic, hidden-away atmosphere. But could be is doing a lot of work in that sentence, and we're not going to dress it up as more than that. Doorway widths, turning space, the accessibility of that hidden spa and pool, step-free access from the street-level entrance through the building's period architecture, and how the wider hill and cobblestones of Montmartre factor into your visit, are all things we simply don't have confirmed today. If you're considering this hotel, we treat every one of those as a direct question to ask before booking, not an assumption to make from a review site or from us. That's the honest picture of Maison Souquet, a beautiful, secretive, atmospheric hotel, sitting in one of the most characterful and most physically demanding neighborhoods in Paris, with real reported accessibility detail worth taking seriously, and zero hotel-confirmed detail behind it as of today. As always, some of the links in the description may be affiliate links, at no extra cost to you. And that never changes which hotels we choose to audit or how honestly we report on them. If you've stayed here yourself, or you've managed to get through to the hotel where we couldn't, we'd genuinely love to hear about it in the comments. Thank you for watching Xplore, and discover your world's one-stop hub for reliable, accessible luxury travel.